There's the 6870 in all of its de-heat-sinked glory. So you can clearly see the GPU right here in the middle of the card, surrounded by 8 memory chips. Alright, we've got not a whole lot of major heat-producing components, which should be quite obvious from the design of the heatsink, because you can see it only makes contact with the card here for the RAM, here for the RAM, here for some voltage regulation, and then here for the GPU itself. We've got 3 heat pipes on this copper hunk that looks actually just like a copper base and aluminum fins. We've got some additional heat sinks right here above the VRM, so you can see that's directly over top of where this thermal strip is making contact there. You can see this fin heat pipe arrangement actually moves freely within the shroud. So what that means is it's actually being bolted on separately by these 4. See, you can see those ones will actually move that piece. And then the rest of the assembly, where this is a large heat sink, so this piece is metal, and this piece is plastic. So this is all one big heatsink, is all attached separately. So that's by the screws, which are here, 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 here. This is kind of neat. The way they've done the shroud here, as you know, the back of this GPU only has about a quarter, well, half of one slot for exhaust. So the way they've shaped the plastic shroud here is that the airflow goes from the fan here through. Alright, so it comes through these fins, and then ultimately gets redirected by this wavy piece of plastic so that it all goes out the one side. So there you are, that's my in-depth look at the cooler of the 5870. There's the 4-pin PWM fan connector that I better make sure I don't forget to put on when I reinstall this. Maybe we can look a little bit more closely at the card. Not sure what else to really tell you about it. I'm not an electrical engineer, so I can't really give you too many details about what everything is on here. I can tell you this card's very water block unfriendly though. Just the positioning of these guys in here and how high these are means you're going to have to waste a lot of copper to make a block for this, because it'd have to be quite thick to get over those. Or I guess you could put, oh, it's such a thin strip though, like you could put a gap so that the whole thing sits over top of that, but yeah, I don't know, I'll be interested to see what guys like EK come up with, because it'll probably be mostly them, Heatkiller, who bother to come out with blocks for like a mid-range performance card. Typically we only see full cover blocks for the really high-end cards. It'd be really easy to water cool this card with a GPU block though, because you just throw a GPU block on here, throw 8 RAM sinks on, and then basically find some way to cool this, like chop up some heat sinks or something, but like a nice beefy thing on there. As long as you find something thin and tall, it should be pretty good. So there you have it, naked Radeon 6870. Thank you for checking it out. Don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips.